Hi, everybody. Welcome to Cover the Spread for Tuesday, June 17th, 2025. Hey, if you're new to Cover the Spread, welcome aboard. Glad to have you here. Hey, make sure you subscribe and then hey, give us a thumbs up. Greatly appreciated. Appreciate everybody who tunes into these Cover the Spread daily. Let's get to it as we always do. Say hi to the cappers, and then we'll get to the three plays on the diamond we got for you on the Tuesday's act slate of things. I don't know to Ramon to get us started today. How are you doing here on this Tuesday, Ramon?
Hey, real good, Rod. Wrapped up the weekend with a winner on Sunday and gonna keep it going here this week on Cover the Spread. We still got some hoop around, a few games up, but let's go with baseball here on a Tuesday.
Definitely right. Hey, me as well. We got the Athletics there on the Sunday slate. Mondays pending. We'll see what happens there. We know we got at least one more basketball coming up this week for you guys. Definitely this week we'll see a game 6. So that'll be in the future. Hey, we got 3 on the diamond today for you. I don't know where to Al. How are you doing here on this Tuesday, Al?
Yeah, unfortunately, I did not have a good Sunday on the mound here. Well, Free did his thing. He didn't get rocked or anything, but unfortunately, his offense did not show up for him, and it's going to be hard winning many games when you don't score any runs. So, hey, we'll take that loss. Still had a good week overall. Unfortunately, the weekend did not wrap up too well, but looking for my bounce back on Monday pending, and hopefully we can have another good week.
Right. Let's start the. Let's head into Tuesday's action. We got the Phillies taking on the Marlins. This is Al's game. He's going to get us started here in this one on Tuesday. Who do you like, Phillies or Marlins?
Yeah, not much to this one. We got. I'm going to look at the Phillies here. We got the much better team with the much better lineup. Of course, no Bryce Harper, but still think they got some the better hitters in this lineup. And with the Jesus Luzardo, they got the pitching advantage too. Now he did mess his numbers up a little bit recently, but he was rolling along around the 2 ERA most season until recently he got rocked by the Brewers, then by the Blue Jays, and he did bounce back from that second bad outing, though he only gave up 1 earned run in 6 innings to the Cubs in his last outing. So again, just 2 bad starts there on the season. Still, I can we can forgive that, and hopefully he keeps rolling along for us here. On the other side, Quantra has not been that great all season long. Not terrible coming into this game, but again, definitely not as good as Luzardo. And again, going up against the better lineup here, I think they get to him enough for us to cover this line. Another very pretty big favorites here, over minus 200 on the money line, but not too bad on the run line. So again, they should be able to cover it on the road here. I'll take the Phillies minus 1.5.
Head on over to Ramon. What do you like here? This one, Phillies or Marlins here on Tuesday?
Yeah, these two faced off in a high-scoring series earlier this season in Philadelphia. But, yeah, with Luzardo, look, he might be a little bit inconsistent here the last couple of starts. But against this weak Marlins offense, I don't know if it's going to be necessarily a huge deal here. For Quantrill, look, he's up and down as well, right? But Al mentioned it. We don't quite have Harper yet. He's eligible to come off the disabled list, but maybe that risk was still bothering him a little bit earlier this week. So, look, Marlins are ranked near the bottom 5 in offense this season. They're kind of middle of the road batting average wise, but I think Luzardo against these guys, why not? Maybe a little familiarity factor here right now. So let me take the under here in this one with Philly and Miami on Tuesday night.
Yeah, you know what? I'm kind of leaning that same way, Ramon, but I'm going to go give me the Nerfy here in this one. I think Luzardo come out and have a good start. And I think look what Cal's been doing his last few starts. He hasn't been bad over his last few starts. Definitely not been getting totally rocked. Giving up a couple of runs here and there. I think he can get us 3 outs. Try to get Luzardo to get us 3 outs and get us through that first inning. I'll take a Nerfy between these two here to kick us off on Tuesday's action. All right, let's head on to the next one we're looking at here on the diamond and Tuesday. Hey, we're going to look at the Rockies taking on Washington here in this one. And for me, I'm looking at a matchup here between a team that's, this Washington squad just struggling over their last 10 games. Only 1 win in their last 10 matchups with Mondays pending. Tough struggling. We because they had good numbers to start the year, but we've seen what their bullpen's been doing, and it hasn't been so good. That's let them down in spots. And then here, this is one of those games that I'm going to take a shot here. You look at Antonio Senzatella going on the mount bump for the Rockies, and man, you look over his last few starts, all L's, right? You look, he's given up 7 runs, 4 runs, 4 runs, 6 runs, 4 runs. But he's going against a Washington squad that just having their struggles. They're not scoring plenty of offense. And he's already faced them once already this season as Senzatella. And it was a pretty solid matchup in that one. Low-scoring one between these two. It was a 3-1 win for the Rockies. He went 6 innings, gave up a few hits, gave up a walk, only gave up 1 earned run in that outing. I think he can repeat that same type of performance here. And then Washington with Sorokin going on the other side of things. Hey, he had a good start against a Texas squad that we know ain't hitting. So he gave up 2 hits in that. So I'm not going to let that outing fool me here in this one. As I would like to say that, hey, Sorokin's back and he's pitching well. Yeah, against a Texas squad that just can't hit a beach ball right now. So all his starts before that is what I'm looking at. I think this Rockies squad that we've seen been able to hit some runs coming in off that nice 10-run outing versus Atlanta. I think they'd be able to give Senzatella some run support and a big plus price. Why not take a shot here with the dog and the Rockies on Tuesday? Head on over to Al to get it started. What do you like here in this one, Colorado or Washington, and here on Tuesday?
Yeah, I gotta love the value there, but I think a couple other plays we can look at here. I'll be looking at some props. A couple guys that have hit Senzatella well are Nathaniel Lowe with 4 hits and 7 at bats against him, 1 RBI. Another guy, Ahmed Rosario, 5 hits and 9 at bats with 3 doubles and an RBI there. So maybe take these guys as a kind of way to look at. And again, could definitely hit both here, and get a look at some plus money plays here with these 2 guys getting an RBI for us. On the other side, you could take a shot with Kyle Farmer, who's got 1 double and 2 at bats against Soroka. So 3 RBIs there for me. I'll take a Farmer to get us an RBI too.
I don't know what to Ramon. What do you like hearing this one? Colorado or Washington?
I'll plead the fifth. Go to a total, I guess. Sure I get right. Well, look, hey, great job, Colorado here, winning a couple of games kind of over the last couple of days heading into this week. Look, got to perk this team up a little bit. Senzatella struggled with his consistency, obviously, but Soroka, even though he's been solid, I guess, with around a 4 ERA, definitely having command issues. So as long as Colorado stays patient, I think they can put some guys on base here, kind of like what Rodd was saying. These guys just, take your time here right now. You can do it and get some base runners against Soroka. I know these offenses are below average, but with the Rockies and starting to pick up this offense a little bit. Both bullpens are pretty shaky. We know that. Rockies are down there near the bottom, and so are the Nationals. So I'm going to grab the over here in this one on Tuesday night with the Rockies and the Nationals. Senzatella's got a high contact rate too, so we know that Nationals can kind of keep it going offensively here. They just give up too many runs. Give me the over, Colorado and Washington on Tuesday.
Hey, head on over to the last game that we're looking at here on the slate. We're heading over to Seattle, where they're taking on Boston. This is Ramon's game. What do you like here in this one? Red Sox or Mariners here on Tuesday?
I guess I'll take all totals on our show today. I'm going to look at this one with Buehler and Wu going. Brian Wu here. He went 6 innings, 2 runs, 8 strikeouts, and a walk, and a win over the Red Sox back on April 24th at Fenway. Yeah, the Red Sox had to travel after a Sunday game just to get here for a Monday game in this series here. And now we have on Tuesday night Buehler, 5 ERA, but he's off a 7-inning performance and a win over Tampa Bay. You'd expect him to get better. And actually, look at Buehler's numbers, maybe is a little bit better on the road than he is at home. So I think he showed some signs of a former Buehler, if you will, in that performance last out. So
Wu, very, very consistent, especially at home. He's gone, 6 innings plenty of times here. Red Sox, do offer some strikeouts with this lineup currently. Be interesting to see how this lineup works out without Devers in it following the trade this weekend. But Seattle's offense has struggled against guys like Buehler, and I would think this one goes under 7.5 on Tuesday night.
Head on over to Al. What do you like hearing this one? Boston or Seattle here on Tuesday night?
Yeah, I kind of like that look there too, but again, why not stick to my props? Since you're sticking to your totals, I'll look at it looks like Jorge Polanco sees Walker Buehler pretty well here. He has 2 hits and 2 at-bats against him with 3 RBIs. Another guy that's hit him pretty well is Cal Riley with 2 hits and 3 at-bats against him. No RBIs yet, but that's not always his fault. So guy on base, you get that hit. It's all about timing there. So maybe take a shot on him to get an RBI too, but I really like that Polanco prop.
Get pretty here in this one. You know what? I'm going to take Seattle here in this one. With Wu on the mound, I think he already beat him once earlier this season. Did Wu on the mound? It was a 4-3 win for Seattle in that matchup. But here in this matchup against Buehler, I just don't like what I've seen from Buehler over his last few starts. And I think the Seattle squad, I know as much as they haven't been the greatest at home, they've actually played a little better out on the road. But I think with Wu on the mound here in this one, as Ramon alluded to, it's kind of a tough travel spot coming from the East Coast all the way out to the West Coast. I know you did get the day off with the Monday. No day off, right? You traveled from Sunday here to Monday. Now you play this game. It's a tough travel spot. How many time zones you cross? 3? 3 coming this way from Boston to Seattle? Kind of messes you up a little bit. I know it usually takes a day or so to get acclimatized to things, but I think Wu can have himself another good start here in this one. And as Al said, some of those guys have seen Buehler and have some good numbers against them. So let's see, get us some RBIs there for Wu and some run support. We Seattle here in this one. Hey, that wraps up the Cover the Spread here for Tuesday. Appreciate each and every one of you that tune in to Cover the Spread daily. Hey, let us know what you think of the games we covered in the comment section below, as we always do. Quick little recap before we head on out. First game we covered, we got Al. He's taking the Phillies here in this one over the Marlins. Next one we looked at, we got me taking on the Rockies here over the Washington Nationals. Ramon's game, we got Boston and Seattle going at it. He says pitchers will take the under in this one on Tuesday. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. Appreciate each and every one of you. Have yourself a wonderful Tuesday, everybody. And as always, what are we doing here? We are Cover the Spread!
Cover the Spread!